Footsteps crunch on the brittle ground. Shadows stretch where no one's around. The wind hums lost sound. Gray by the road, calling my name, chill in the air. It's not the same.
Right, we're here, finally in the Dorset Cemetery of Verwood. We're here to see the late great Buster Merryfield, Uncle Albert, in Only Fools and Horses. It's a blustery, wet day here, maybe fitting for a graveyard, but we're just going to go and pay our respects, I think. Yeah, we'll have a look at his wet grave. We all remember Buster Merryfield. During the war, that's what he said. And it says here he was an English actor, best known for starring as Uncle Albert in the BBC comedy Only Fools and Horses. Yeah, difficult day getting here, a plane to get a hotel in a nearby village. But it's worth it, because I get to have a little look at Buster Merryfield's grave. It's a very wet day, blustery. I don't know if I can find it. Quite a big graveyard, it's very well kept. I don't know. We'll have a little look for him. Can't find him. He was born and raised in Battersea, London, England, as his father, also called Harry, because his real name is Harry, not Buster. He was a fitter, and his mother, Nee Stone, was a part-time waitress. His sister, Irene, died when she was 8 years old. He was given the name Buster by his grandfather. He weighed 9 pounds at birth, stuck throughout his entire life. He refused to divulge his real name, which only became known after his death. He followed a strict fitness regime of daily press-ups and swimming sessions. As an MMA fighter, he was British schoolboy champion in 1936. So we'll just have a look around the corner for him. Looking around. I'll be here somewhere. Around the corner. He must be over here. Come on. What else does he do? He died in Poole General Hospital, 1999, as a result of a brain tumour. He was survived by his wife Iris, whom he had married in June 1942. his daughter and 2 grandchildren. He was buried at Verwood Cemetery Dorset, and his wife died in 2002. Uh-oh, look, we found him. It's him. It says, "Good night, parting is such sweet sorrow. They shall say good night till it be morrow." There's a leaf on this. No, it's not a leaf. Don't know what that is. In loving memory of Buster Merryfield. He lived for those. He loved for those. He loved. Remember him. His wife. People have left some new flowers, which is nice to see. I think they're plastic, but got his head. And there's a little figurine of him as well. And then the car. Actually, I'm going to have that. You can see there's quite an indentation in this grave, actually. There's been a lot of people here treading it in. So the old dip in the ground where his body is. Merryfield could play the piano with his ears, but could not read music. He was also a fan of disco dancing. Buster Merryfield, 1920 to 1999. And his wife. Buster was probably a kindly man, we should think. There was one bit where a guy accused Buster Merryfield of having his head on upside down, and only fools and horses. I'm finding that very funny. Buster himself didn't say it, but it's part of the joke that can. Kindly man. You've been in there a long time, old timer. Rest in peace. He actually started acting during the war. After he stopped being a bank manager, performed at the Connaught Theatre in Worthing, in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. He appeared in some small television parts, including Hannah in 1980. He was actually a jungle warfare instructor as well. He was an emergency commission in the Royal Artillery. Merryfield was promoted to the rank of second lieutenant. During the war, he discovered his love of acting, where he served as an entertainment officer, staging shows for the troops. I used to watch Buster a lot when I was a kid. I loved every second of it. The way he would laugh and fall. He was just an incredibly talented comic actor. Survived by Rodney and Del Boy. He was, he'll be sorely missed. He'll be sorely missed. Okay, so I think we're going to go now. It's getting a bit dark, very rainy. It's going to get a bit spooky in here later on, I think. Just having one last look at Uncle Albert's grave. Fresh grave right next to him, actually. Probably shouldn't show you that out of respect. There it is. kind of going out. Well, what do you think? I think that's a nice little tour of Buster Merryfield's grave. Verwood Cemetery, Dorset. I personally feel a lot better for that. I think I waited a long time to come here. I think it's important he's buried in a publicly accessible space. We can all get to him. It's not too easy to get to. You have to get the airport. You can get an airport taxi from Southampton Airport, or you can get a train to Bournemouth Airport, or if you live near an airport that flies to Bournemouth, you can get a flight direct to Bournemouth. But it's about equidistant between the two, so you're going to have to get a taxi up to Verwood. And in terms of hotels, you're going to have to get there's a Premier Inn in Ringwood, which is about half an hour's drive away from Verwood, that I thoroughly recommend you get, because there's not really anything in Verwood itself if you want to come and see his grave. Nice. Of course, we don't want any other mourners to be here because we don't want to intrude on anyone else's private grief. There are some freshly dug graves in here. I think the weather might keep them away though. We don't want anyone to see us doing this. Some people might regard it as a little bit disrespectful to be coming to people's graves for clicks on YouTube. But it wasn't that for us, of course. We were like doing it out of respect for Buster Merryfield. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Just leaving the cemetery now. It's a blustery day. I think it's best to leave Buster in peace. It's just over there. It's a really nice cemetery actually. It's well kept, which is the least you could expect for someone like him. I think we're going to go back to the hotel now, get a cup of tea, go to bed. I think I'll be putting on a certain 80s and 90s BBC sitcom, Only Fools and Horses. You might want to subscribe, like and subscribe.